Hi guys, and welcome to this week's AlakazamMagicUK Live. And before we get started, let's say a happy anniversary to David Hand and his good lady wife, who not only Valentine's Day, but it's their wedding anniversary. So congratulations and happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. We're all getting really excited. Blackpool is this weekend, and here to speak about it with me is my good friend, Mr. Wayne Goodman. Wayne.
Hello.
How are you?
How are we? I'm excited. Tomorrow.
It's going to be a great one.
We head up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We get prepped and get ready, and there's going to be lots of excitement and everyone else arriving over the weekend. It's going to be great. I cannot wait. Yeah.
Honestly, it's going to be good. If you're going to Blackpool, let us know. Just seen this. Positive Gaming, I don't know who it is, but he says he's travelling to London in April from Texas and he may be taking a side trip to Alakazam.
Nice.
Well, he said Ashford. I presume he's coming to us and not a designer outlet. I might have been jumping the gun. But it'll be great to see you. Come down, have a cup of tea. Someone got my Valentine's card. You're very welcome. So
I couldn't open my front door this morning.
Really?
I lost my keys. No, I lost my keys. I always say, and I know there are a couple of people out there because I've seen on Facebook, but I always thought that if your birthday is on Valentine's Day, your postman probably thinks you're a bit of a goer. It's got like loads of cards coming through the door. Who's all this, people?
So today we are going to be talking a bit about our Blackpool releases. So you guys are going to see the trailer to one of them, and you're going to be the first people to see it. So that's going to be coming up later on in the show. So let me know if you're going to Blackpool. Let us know in the chat. And we get there tomorrow evening. I believe that Craig Petty and Lloyd Barnes are having a podcast get together.
Yeah, it's just a small thing. I don't think there'll be many people. Yeah, it'll be huge. I mean, what did he do last year? I think he did 28 pints last year.
No. That's the live podcast. So they're doing that over the weekend. I don't know what day it is, but tomorrow evening they're having a get-together, like a podcast get-together in the House of Secrets.
Right, okay.
Ross's bar.
Yep.
That should be fun. So we're hopefully going to be popping in there for a quick drink. And then Thursday, we set up the stand. So if you're going to Blackpool, obviously only dealers are allowed in Thursday. Your convention starts on Friday. But we set up the stand Thursday morning, and then we're done for the day. And it's a shame,
forget,
actually.
Though, if you are there early on Thursday, the auction is going on in the other side. So they do open up one side of it for the auction. So if you are there, you can go Thursday.
Oh, is it? I've never been to the auction.
It's in the other side to where the dealer's hall is, where the old doors are, the double doors. It used to be the entrance, so it's around there, I believe.
Right.
And you can get your registration, and then you can go and bid on some books and tricks and stuff. And
oh, these are flickering though. Yeah, no, we are. I think we were flickering on and off. Yeah, we had something interfered with our stream. No, I was going to say.
Has it got anything to do with those? Has it got anything to do with those balloons going over the top?
Yeah, it could do. After we set up on a Thursday, we always used to take a trip to the magic shop, House of Secrets, and obviously Bill, sadly, left us a few years ago. So there's no more magic shops now in
Blackpool.
No, and saying that, we are at the world's biggest magic convention, so we don't.
But it's still nice. There was a magic shop in Hull, and every other day I would dock. The ship that I was on would dock in Hull, and every other day, me and my friend Paul would go down to the magic shop, and we would look through the cupboard, and there wasn't a lot in there, and it never changed. But every day we did it because it was like a nice feeling of being somewhere. It's nice to go down to the magic. And that's why when I come down to AlakazamMagicUK sometimes, I want to have a look in the shop. I want to look round because it's like you're there all the time. But
yeah,
you know, when I get that, it's that part of the experience, isn't it?
yeah. A few people are saying that we're dropping out. So, guys, let us know. Are we still dropping out? It's saying here that my stream is pretty stable, but I don't know. Let us know.
How weird.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know if we're dropping out, because the stream now is saying we're stable, but I'm not too sure. So guys, if you are going to Blackpool, make sure you pop by the AlakazamMagicUK stand, and also Ace Magic are going to be there as well. They're not sharing the same stand this year. They're going to be up on the balcony with all their goodies, because last year they did share the stand and they've got too much good stuff. And it was taking up too much room. So
Too much space, yeah.
No, you go and have your own space. So they're up in the balcony, so make sure you pay them a visit. They've got some cracking deals going on as well. So Steve-O and Gary will be up there on the balcony, so go check them out and make sure you check us out. It's just fine.
Yeah, I want to. They've got some good deals going out there. You definitely need to go and check them out. And it's always nice to go out there and have a little look and say hello to Gary and Steve. You know, just put the tentacles out and just see how they are. You know,
yeah,
just nice to get them. And yeah.
So before I'm going to play a little teaser in a moment of what we've got at Blackpool, and I've got a few of the items here as well, which I'm gonna show. But before we do that, there is a new effect that's just gone on pre-sale by David Penn, and I'll be honest with you, it looks pretty damn good. So shall we take a look at the trailer?
Let's have a look.
Okay, here we go.
What card are you thinking of?
3 of diamonds. No! No!
Five years ago, myself and Wayne Fox created the 52-to-1 deck, an incredible effect that allows you to cut to a spectator's thought of card. With the brand new Accumulator deck, the odds have increased. The spectator thinks of any card. You then get them to name a number between 1 and 52 without any suspicious moves. You count down, and their thought of card is at the number they name. But it gets even better. With the newly designed Accumulator deck, you can even perform the original 52-to-1 effect, cutting to the spectator's thought of card, and then after, get another spectator to think of a card, name a number, and when you count down, the card that they're merely thinking of is at the number they name. All the cards, they're all different. I'm going to get you to look at cards, but I want you to both look at a different card. Don't look at the text, we can see that. You're going to look at a red card and remember it, and you'll look at a black card and remember it. I'll spread them out, you ready? You got one?
Yeah.
You're on red, you're on black. You got one?
Yeah, I've got it.
Can you name a number between 1 and 52 as well? Name the number?
27.
27. You looked about here. I'm going to cut the cards. For the first time, name the card that you're thinking of.
Get out.
Now, there is a well-known trick in Magic called card at any number. And normally what you do, you get somebody to name a card and somebody to name a number. You haven't told anybody your card.
No.
You're just thinking of it.
Yeah.
Right? You've not told anybody.
No.
And you named the number. What's the number?
27.
27, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is the 27 card. She picked 27. Not me.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
And you're just thinking of a card.
Yeah, I've got it, yeah.
What card are you thinking of?
3 of diamonds. No! No! That is absolutely. No, that's not right. No. And no.
Remember, they never tell you their card, and yet it's at the number they name. And there's no memory word, as well as the specially printed deck. One of the gimmicks hides in plain sight. I'm David Penn, and this is the Accumulator Deck.
That looks great. There is a question that's coming. Now, I haven't played with this deck myself, but someone said, can it do the exact same thing as the 52-1? I haven't looked at it myself, but we'll have a better idea on Monday. But you can obviously do the 52-1 effect because he does that at the beginning. I would say it's most probably the 52-1, but with something added rather than something taken away. If that makes sense.
I've got the text here because I had to do this. Same question came up on the chat, and Andy very kindly sent it to me. How is the deck different to the 52-1 deck? It's an overall different design. You can still perform the original 52-1 effect, and additional cards are provided to allow you to do that.
Right.
So it's a completely different design. You turn over any card and show it the number that is named. You can still perform the original 52-1 effect, and it comes with additional cards.
Cool.
So yeah.
Cool.
I hope that answers.
Yeah, it looks really good. Right, Positive Gaming said, what sleights are involved? I would say it's sleight free. From what I've seen on the trailer, I wouldn't say there's any sleight of hand in that at all.
Yeah. Maybe a false shuffle.
Yeah, if you want to add it, you don't even have to add a shuffle, do you? Just do a JOZ.
On the trailer, he's just dealing the cards as usual. There doesn't seem to be anything out of the, I didn't spot anything.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Looks great. They're coming in Monday, I believe. They're being released.
Very exciting.
Yeah, so looking forward to getting those in. Also, anyone that's been waiting for Craig Petty's ED seat, we've got them in stock now, both UK and US versions.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's a question that gets asked a lot as well. And I think, can I address something as well? We've had a lot of messages today on the chat, a lot of messages. Mr. Danger did come back into stock today and sold out within minutes. So I've had a lot of people messaging me saying, is there something wrong with the system? There's nothing wrong with the system. It's just they came in as soon as they would. But if you want something and it's out of stock, click on the notify me box next to the product, because then you will be notified before the email goes out to say they're back in stock. You will get an email as soon as they're added into stock. You will get an email to say this item is back in stock and you can order it. So if you just wait for the email to come out, you do run the risk. Today it was like literally minutes and they were gone.
And to be honest, we only had a few. So that's what we do, is when we get stock in, it goes on the site, and like Wayne said, if you've filled in that box, you'll get the email instantly, and you just need to rush there and get it if it's something you're after, because if it's something we only get a few of, they go out of stock very, very quick.
So are you ready for Blackpool, Pete? Are you match fit?
What's that, mate?
Are you match fit for Blackpool?
Do you know what? I think I am. I'm really looking forward to it. We've got some great stuff. Do you know what? That's led me in to play this little bit of a teaser.
Oh.
So let's have a quick look at this. So you were the first people to see this. Don't tell anyone.
They look amazing.
Oh, mate, it's going to be great. There's actually one more new release product, I think, which isn't on that, and I'm going to be playing you the trailer in a moment because it's not something we can demo on the stand because it is a stage piece, and the performance is like 8 to 10 minutes, so it's not something that we're going to be demoing. But I will play you the trailer, and I've got it right here. Right now,
there's a few items on there that people have just seen. They'll have no idea what they are. You know, there's a few things there because we've not talked about them in the past. And I know for a fact, you get these out, you'll get your little phalanges on them. You'll be grabbing them. So make sure you get down to the stand to get them. Have you got any there with you?
I've got some. I've got this one. It's my favourite.
Oh,
it's a great picture.
Oh, look! I can't really see it. Can you pass it over so I can have a look?
Yeah.
That's great. Look at that.
So
I'll pass it back. Hold on. There you go.
You didn't tell me you were passing it back.
We didn't practice that, did we?
So, Petty Cash by Craig Petty. This is Craig's take on a little close-up bank night routine that he does round tables, but it's a great little opener. So I will say as well, with a lot of these things, these aren't going to be out for a while. So Apparition, which is up there just above my head, the official launch for that is the end of this month. So that's being released at the end of this month, but you'll be able to pick it up at Blackpool this weekend. We only have 40 of them with us, of which I think 7 have already been reserved. So there's about 33 left. So they will go pretty quickly. It's a great effect. Mine is in my pocket as we speak, I think.
Mine's in my bag, ready for go on the train tomorrow. Yeah.
In my pocket. It's a great little thing, and once again it's a project, so there's about 8 or 10 routines on there. It's really good, but you'll be able to see us.
If they buy it, Pete, if they buy it at Blackpool,
yes,
or they buy it at the live launch, they're going to get something very special, I believe, as well.
They are. On the live launch evening, we're going to have the live launch as we normally do, and then we're going to give a free live academy to all purchasers of Apparition. So it's going to be a bit of an in-depth academy on Apparition with a few bonuses thrown in by Craig. And if you purchase it at Blackpool, or if you purchase it on the live launch evening, if you're not going to Blackpool, you will get access to that academy as part of your purchase. The other item that we've got coming out that I've had a lot of emails, I've mostly had more emails about this than anything, and that is this.
Oh,
Knock 'em
yes.
Dead, the 25th anniversary edition. I had this at
Exeter.
Yeah, Exeter and Nyman's Day, and we sold out at both. So it's great. If you haven't seen this, come over to the stand and see it, because it certainly does live up to its name. Knock 'em Dead. It's a beaut. Let me have a look. So we have got as well this other trailer. Shall I drop it?
Do you want to drop it?
Yeah.
All right.
Or shall we
Is this
ask, or shall we let's ask a few questions first. So how many of you are actually going to Blackpool? Let us know in the chat. And if you are, what have you got your eyes on? What are you excited to see?
I've got my eyes on something, because and it's not magic, but just down the road from the Winter Gardens, there's a little bakery, and they do the most amazing moist cake, and I'm going to be going down to get one of those. I cannot wait. It's my little treat. Every time I go to Blackpool, I go in there, and it's, oh my God, it's so nice. So yeah, I'm going to be getting one of those as soon as I get there tomorrow. First thing we do to the bakery, then check in with a cake all around my mouth, and then yeah.
Well, I don't think we get there we usually get there about 5 or 6. So by the time we get there, check into our room, empty our cases, and then we just usually go out for dinner and then have a bit of an early night. Usually we might go out for one drink. Sandy Wilson said, going to Blackpool, looking forward to Apparition. Indeed, Apparition is cool. Who else is going? Oh, Ryan Kirby.
Oh yeah, Ryan's going.
Yeah, first time at Blackpool.
It's an experience. It's a proper. You walk into that dealer's hall and you just see how vast and expansive it is, and then you go into the shows and you suddenly see these, in a lot of the cases, like legends you've only ever seen on TV or online. You know, you see them right in front of you doing the things that you know that they do. And then that's not even the really surreal bits. The surreal bits is when you're walking out to get a fresh air or get a drink or whatever, and there's Bill Malone sat on a chair outside the Spanish bar, or David Williamson walks out and says, "Oh, hello lads, how you getting on?" You know, it's that kind of interaction with these. It's amazing. You will love it.
Yeah. Right. So Brian J, stick around because you guys are going to be the very first people to see the trailer for this.
Can you just hold it over a little bit more towards? There we go. Look at that. That's a proper bit of kit. That.
It's just such a brilliant effect. It's a Jamie Dawes thing. He originally done it on one of his academies, done a version of it, and Harry fell in love with the effect and added it to his stand-up act. So Harry does it stand-up. It's a centerpiece to Jamie's show, and yeah, it's great. Super simple, but it's got solid 8 to 10 minutes.
It's got everything a good effect needs as well. It's got humour, drama. It's got a great plot. It's got great routining. You can tell Jamie's worked it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a proper worker. Oh, what?
Sorry, I was going to say there's a full performance on the instructions of Jamie performing it at the Magic Circle, and it's great because you get 5 people up from the audience to help out as well. So it really does fill the stage for something that's so small. The other thing that I really like about it is all compact. It's all in its case. So obviously you get the custom case and everything with it. But even as a close-upper, you pop this in your boot, and we've all been in those situations where you're at a wedding or you're doing a party or something like that, and they say, "Oh, you couldn't just do something to the whole room, could you?" You know, you've got this in your car. You've got a solid 8 to 10 minutes there.
Yep, and that's all you need normally.
Yeah.
You know, well, when you showed me the performance for it, I was like, that's a full routine in one effect. Yeah. You know, if you're part of a bigger show and you've got to fill a 10-minute or a 15-minute spot, that's the bulk of it right there. It's such a beautiful thing. I'm just going to say to Gary there, Gary, I'm on the train to Blackpool tomorrow with my daughter tomorrow. So if you're getting in about 3:15 on the London train, I join it at Birmingham, come and say hello because I'll be on the train. Or anybody else. 3:15 I get in. So if you're on that train, Blackpool North, come and say hello. I'll be sat causing mischief, no doubt. Doing what I do.
Well, if you've got any questions about anything, let us know. But we have also got Ryland and Craig Petty's fantastic Wild Cubes. That's going to be released at Blackpool. Craig and Ryland will be on the stand at various points throughout the weekend demonstrating it. Ryland's also doing the Bear Pit in Blackpool, and he will be performing, as far as I'm aware, Wild Cubes during the Bear Pit. So you'll be able to see it in action. It's a great little wild card routine. And yeah, we've got those. And we've got a very special Blackpool deal going on as well. So make sure you come to the stand because there are very limited numbers in this deal. It's basically a mix and match deal, but Obviously, if we run out of something, that's now not in the deal. So the earlier you get there, the more choice you're going to have.
Yeah, it really is a first come, first served situation. And once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, 100%. So remember as well, Ace Magic will be on the balcony, so pop over and see them as well. The Hobbyist Magician says, Peter, do you ever fancy lecturing at Blackpool? Do you know what? If I ever put a new lecture together, I'd love to. But I'm so terrible at putting lectures together. The amount of people that say, do a lecture, and I say, oh, I've got nothing to talk about. Because I always forget.
But when you did the Craig lecture, you said, I've got nothing to talk about. And then you spent 3 hours not talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. For someone that's got nothing to talk about, I don't shut up. Right. Positive Gaming. If you are in London and you want to get to Ashford, we've got the fast train from St Pancras Station, comes to Ashford, get you here in 37 minutes. And if you let us know when you come in, we'll even pick you up at the station.
Wow.
Can't say fairer than that.
You can always contact the shop as well. Anybody coming to the shop, you can contact us through the chat, or you can contact us by phoning the shop or emailing the shop. And just letting us know.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm a bit animated today. I should explain. I was up until the middle of the night last night doing a lecture for a magic society in America. So it was a very, very late. I think it was about 4 o'clock before I actually got to sleep. So I'm at the moment I'm on fizzy drinks and coffee, tea, to keep me going. So if I am moving around a bit, I do apologise. It's because I'm shattered.
But you did enjoy the lecture.
Yeah, a
so
lovely bunch.
There
was a couple of English people there. I don't know if they were just tuned in for it or if they live over there and they're part of it. But it was for the Sam 161 David Copperfield Society,
right.
Which is part of the Society of American Magicians. And yeah, they were lovely. It was really nice. I got to show off some stuff. It's a bit weird doing it over the Zoom now because I'm back used to doing it live again. But yeah, it was good. It was a good group.
Yeah.
Very good group.
Also, guys, if you've never witnessed Eliminator, ask me to show you it on the stand. Because I tell you what, it will knock your socks off. It's
I got you to show for me something like 3 times in the shop and had no idea what was going on. And then when you showed me, I thought it was a wind-up. I was like, no, that can't be that simple. It cannot be that easy. But yeah, it blew me right away. That's an amazing. It is amazing effect.
Such a good effect. So yeah, make sure you pop over and see us. Right, I think we should play this trailer because it's quite a long one. It's sort of 5 minutes or so. So
I'll make a cup of tea then.
Yeah, you go make a cup of tea. I'll drop this. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie Dawes and his fantastic effect, Bane.
Every performer is looking for that show-stopping, pack small, plays big routine that slots straight into their act and creates a lasting impression on their audience. Well, after 3 years of refinement and development, I'm excited to bring you Bane. I used to love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes was my favourite until Alan Davies came out with a different character, a very Sherlock Holmes-esque character, and he was a magician who used to live in a windmill and he used to solve these incredible crimes. So someone is in a big room where there are no windows and there's only one door in and out, and someone's murdered with someone outside the door and no one knows how that person was murdered because obviously there's no way in or out. One of you is about to die. Now, I know what you're thinking. When are we ever going to find ourselves in a lock room mystery? In a room without any windows and only one door in or... Oh, look. Perfect. Bane comes with its own gorgeous custom-made props and is housed in its own custom-designed carry case. Everything's ready to go out of the box and it even looks spectacular set up on stage. In your head now, I want you to think about who you would kill out of all of these. It's like a really dodgy blind date. It's great. So, I want you to pick one of these people, and in a moment you are going to poison them. Now, when I was thinking about them, I was thinking, how would I potentially make a lock room mystery, right? And here's my thinking. It'd be really clever to poison someone because you're nowhere near them, right? Now, an idiot would poison the drink they're drinking. Someone smart would allow the bartender to pour the drink, and you would poison something that goes in the drink. So, here in my pocket, I have the poison cherry. With built-in comedy, a thrilling hook, a fully fleshed out script, and a killer twist ending, Bane is the ultimate stand-up routine that takes the focus away from you and makes your audience the stars of the show. All I want you to do is to both say to me, I am dead. So person number 3.
I am dead.
Number 4.
I am dead.
Number 4 was way too confident. I think that you are red cherry. I don't think that you are dead. Show everyone your red cherry. Red cherry? Perfect, excellent. Give him a round of applause. Take a seat. Now, if we've done this right, you're going to finish this off full circle. This crime is complete. Show everyone your gold cherry, good sir. Yes, excellent. The golden cherry. Thank you very much. Pop it on the table. If you're looking for a new routine that's ready to go out of the box and something that your audience will be talking about long after your performance, then look no further. Now, what I loved about Sherlock Holmes and what I loved about Alan Davies's version, the Magician, is there was always a twist ending. And I love a twist ending. Because what would have been really clever is if you did poison someone's drink. But what would be cleverer is if you could convince someone else to kill on your behalf. Now, technically, if the police were to turn up now, I didn't kill anyone. I convinced you. You willfully went up there and got 4 people. You willfully went up there and then poisoned someone. I did nothing. I'm completely clean. You were the one that killed them. And although one did look dodgy, you still went for number 3. But what if I could prove that I really did convince you to go for person 3? That was the one that I wanted you to kill all along. What if I gave you a note at the very beginning, an alibi for me, in your hand? Read out what I wrote down as loud as you can for everyone.
I think you would poison victim number 3.
Excellent! Victim number 3, she did amazing. Thank you so much. Take a seat. My name is Jamie Dawes, and this is Bane.
So that is Bane. Now, I would say there is a question here. Isn't it the same as Golden Balls? Now, I never played with Golden Balls, but I presume they're all based on Max Maven's fantastic Kadetsuke type routine. So it is that feel, but, it's a similar thing, obviously, because you're finding out who's got the golden cherry, but you have got that added twist on the end. And it's more the premise that's different. It's the premise and the way it sort of works. So they're not just taking them out of the bag and holding on to them. You're getting someone else that's swapping the cherries while you're not looking as well. So you're not looking, the victims aren't looking. They switch out one of the cherries. The only person that will know is the person that's the killer and the victim that looks inside their shaker. So you get everything here. You get the case, you get 2 sets of the cherries in case you leave them anywhere, and that was on advice by Jamie that did end up leaving some of his cherries somewhere. So we give you 2 sets of the cherries, you get the envelopes, you get the predictions, everything's ready to go, and a full online tutorial. These are, when these start selling, they're 125, I think, or 120. We've got, I believe, 10 units at Blackpool, and I think they're going for 100 at Blackpool.
Wow.
But we only have 10. The rest of them are shipping in as we speak. We received the box yesterday with 10 of them, so 10 have been made up, and they all come in this beautiful AlakazamMagicUK carry case. Look at that.
That's beautiful, that is. Yeah, lovely.
So, yeah, 10 of those, first come, first served. And it's, for 120 quid or 110 quid, whatever it's going to be, for an 8 to 10 minute piece. Like Wayne said, if you're performing in a show as part of a show, you usually get, what, 10 to 15 minutes?
10, 15 minutes. And your first couple of minutes is an introduction. You're walking out, saying hello to people, you know, introducing what you're about to do. You do something like that. Well, I had 20 minutes at Craig Petty's show last week, and I got 2 tricks in that time. I did my opener and then my main piece. And if I had that would have easily have fitted in as my main piece. So you do a quick opener to establish yourself, and then your main effect. That's a great main effect. Yeah. And likewise, Shane, if I'm at a wedding and there's a delay, I can go, well, don't panic. I can do a 10-minute spot for the whole room. No one will even know there was a delay, and then you can get that out of the bag. Beautiful.
Yeah, and it can be performed. There's nothing to say you can't do it close up, apart from the fact you need 5 people. So it's not a close up effect, but it's not as if it has to be seen from a distance or whatever.
If you were doing a house party. If you're doing a house party, and because I always say to people when I do house parties, look, I'll go mix and mingle, but within about half an hour, everyone's going to be watching. So I'll do half an hour of that or 20 minutes of that, and then I'll just carry on doing it. And so that will fit perfectly into that environment, in the parlour and the dining room environment, beautifully.
Well, I know Harry does the same thing as you. If he's doing a house party, he will usually, depending how many people they are, he'll usually ask them if there's like a room that he can set up in. And then what he'll do is, instead of performing to everyone in one go to start, he'll invite 6 or 7 people in, and he'll do a little close-up show. And he'll do that with a few groups. He did one recently, which was for a retired police officer's 50th birthday or 60th birthday, I think it was 60th. And he done that. So he set up a little area, and he was inviting, there was only, I think, 18 people there. They had hired out a house, and they were all in this house, and Harry was booked to go along. So he invited 6 people in at a time. So he had 3 sittings on close-up, but then he done stand-up, and this was his centrepiece. And it just worked beautifully because, the guy was a retired policeman. He got him up to pick the 4 people in the audience, and you've got so many funny moments when you're asking them to act out being poisoned and all this, and they're built-in bits of comedy that you haven't got anything to do with, really. It's them. They're creating the comedy. Yeah, it's all done for you. It's a very clever routine. Very, very clever routine. DJ RS, I would save you one, but I don't know your name. Let me know your name, and I will make sure we save you one. But yeah, so that is,
and the fact that it comes all in the bag as well. That's your complete act there. Boom! Makes life so much easier when everything's. For setting up and packing down, you can go into the house, leave that by the door. As soon as you need to set it up, you can get it out, set it up. When you finish, pack it away, carry on with your close up, whatever you're doing. It's such a go with your close up. So if I go into a wedding, take it in with you, just leave it there. If I need it, it's there. If I don't, I'll take it out afterwards.
And it comes with 4 beautiful small cocktail shakers as well, so you're not dealing with big things like that. Harry's found these really lovely small cocktail shakers, and like Jamie said, when he does it on stage, it always looks so good with the lights coming off the cocktail shaker. It makes for an interesting image, doesn't it? You just see these 4 things up on stage, and it's a lovely bit of mentalism. And the other thing is as well, is you can, if you don't like the whodunit, I'm a big fan of the whodunit sort of presentation and plot, but if you don't like that, you can put your own, whatever your plot is, because at the end of the day, you're going to know who's got that golden cherry. So it could be, like Harry said, it could be a whole blind date theme. You're going to switch it out, and I'm going to see who you're attracted to, or whatever it might be. So it could be anything. Even if you're doing a product launch, you could adapt it to that. It's Roy Brownlow. Hiya, Roy. One will be saved for you on Friday with your name on it. So pop over, see us, and pick one up, and they'll be £100 on Friday. So you
Lovely.
can grab one then.
But you've only got 10 of them. Well, 9 now.
Yeah, 9 now. Brian said, do we have any Academy Elites? I don't think we do. I don't think we've got any Academy Elites left. We will look at running at some point. Jason Staples, it would be good for murder mystery nights. It really would. And the fact is, everyone loves that sort of murder mystery type thing, you know.
Yeah, they're
People love
very common. Yeah, well, when I've been Clued Up out, you see people instantly recognise what it is. It's a great effect. It's the game is great. It's one of those ones that it's not like Monopoly that always ends in arguments. So it's a great game that people like to play. Yeah. And murder mystery, and of course you've only got to look at the number of prime time crime shows. Yeah. People like that kind of element to things.
Yeah. And the thing is, because you're talking about, because it's always a weird thing, isn't it, to talk about, like, one of you's going to be killed. But as soon as you put the premise of, I want you to imagine the Sherlock Holmes movies. We're walking up to this manor house. You can see the fog going over. You've been invited to a party, but one of you, unfortunately, is going to die. Straight away, it's now a sort of imaginary fun story. There's no stigma to that sort of thing, They're all.
I really like Jamie's idea. I really like Jamie's idea of like the Jonathan Creek type character. Yeah. The Sherlock Holmes, Jonathan Creek. The working it out, and it fits really because especially Creek, because he was a magician. Yeah. So they're and you're a magician, so it kind of makes sense that you would be something you would look at.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, Roy, I'll save yours and it will be there for you on Saturday. But if you don't pick it up on Saturday, it will go back on sale Sunday. I will say that, because the amount of times people say, "Oh, hold this for us," and then we turn them away and they don't turn up for it. So we'll hold it for you all day Saturday. But if you're not picking it up Saturday, it will go back on sale Sunday. And that goes for anyone that's asked me to hold stuff for them. It goes back on sale Sunday.
Talking about missing out and not getting something, people, if they didn't get it, missed out on a great thing on last Saturday, didn't they? When we had Mr. Congreave.
It was so good.
There is redemption for those who missed it, isn't there? It's still available to buy after the fact. Yeah. So they can still get the. So Chris Congreave did his academy. It was great. Really, really good. All workable stuff. Even that silly little opener that he did, that opening he started off with. Absolutely fantastic, all killer stuff. If you missed it, you can get the Academy on the site. It is still available, and you just can't obviously watch it live now because it's recorded. It was a great one.
He'd done a really lovely trick. Did you get to watch it?
I haven't watched all. The gun. Yeah, I won't say anything more than that, but
what a lovely idea. I used to perform a routine years ago by Rob Bromley called Stand and Deliver, and Chris has got a version of it which is in essence ungaffed. I'm all right saying that, aren't I? It's not gaffed. It's using a regular deck. You are adding something to the deck, but it doesn't hinder anything. You get a card selected, they sign the card goes back in the deck. Let's say it's a blue back deck. You can now get someone to hold on to the deck at fingertips. You get someone else to pretend they've got a gun. They're going to shoot it at the deck and try and find the card. You can build in some comedy there. But what happens is when you spread the deck, one of the cards is now red, which is quite nice. You can say, oh, look, it's bleeding or whatever. But when you take it out, there's a bullet hole running through the card. And it's all charred where the bullet's gone through. And when you turn it over, it is their signed card. And
the method is genius.
It's 100% a worker where you just have to have a couple of these cards in your top pocket, reload as you go to the next table, and you're ready to go. It's such a great trick. Really, that to me was worth the price. Yeah. That to me is something I'm going to do. In fact, I ordered myself the hole punches to make a big bunch of the cards up. And to make them up, you punch a hole in the card, that's it. But yeah, that to me personally was worth the price of the whole thing. There was so many good effects on there. But that one to me, it was my nephew's 16th on Sunday. And we went to a restaurant and all his mates were there and they asked me if I could do a bit of magic. So I done a little bit around the tables. And I wish I would have had this, because I would have got 3 minutes out of that. I would have got 2 people standing on chairs, one of them holding the pack, the other one holding the gun. Yeah, great routine. I'm going to drop our little... Oh, Hobbyist Magician says Chris's Academy was excellent, and the gun trick, wow. Yeah, a lot of people saying Chris's Academy was awesome. It really was good. So I'm going to quickly play. We've still got a bit of time, but I'm going to quickly play our little teaser again.
Oh.
Here we go. If you're going to Blackpool, this is what's in store. Right, so join us at Blackpool to see all of that. Alexander Ross said, excellent trick. Worried about having a gun when you travel. Do you know what? I wouldn't use the toy gun. I think it's funny just to do that and getting them to say bang. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Because that way, if you're going to a close-up gig, the way I see it, I always carry sort of red cards in my pocket for Chicago opener. I could put a few of these in my pocket as well. And like I said, it's an effect that will play big. You could also do this as a stand-up piece. If you wanted to do something to the whole group, you could do the bride and groom or get the best man up and the maid of honour and do it with them. It's, you know, it's just a fun little trick and it's just a little bit different. But I love it, but I wouldn't carry a toy gun. I would literally just have the fingers and get them to say bang, which I think will...
That opens up a lot more scope for gags and stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And, you know, someone said a plastic pop gun. I mean, you could use anything, but to me, it will be one of those things that I don't want to carry excessive stuff with me for that routine. But to carry, bearing in mind the deck itself is regular, you're only carrying that one extra card. So to have a couple of them in your pocket and then go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to perform this. The setup is super simple. And that's what I'll do. And I've got like a little packet trick wallet that in one side I've just got red cards basically for Chicago opener. On the other side, I'll just have a bunch of them. And whenever I'm ready, I'll go, okay, yeah, I'm going to do that now and put that in there. It's great. So someone asked whether we are going to have Craig's coin set at Blackpool. We certainly are. There's one up there. We've got 40 apparitions we're taking. And once again, I think 7 of those have already been reserved. So we're mostly down to 33 of them. But if you miss out at Blackpool, don't worry. The release date for them is the end of this month, so it isn't too long to wait. Hopefully the rest of the packaging is going to be in by then. But if you are at Blackpool, come and grab one. I believe the retail is either 110 or 120, but on the Blackpool weekend they're going to be 100. The same with this. And also, if you haven't picked up a Mirage coin set, we've got, I think, 20 of those with us. The regular price is 170, but you can get them for 150.
Wow.
At Blackpool.
That's a lot of magic. That's a lot of magic in them.
Yeah. Right. Positive Gaming says, is Apparition sort of a new Mirage style? No, we were going to call it part of the Mirage collection, but then it started getting confusing because people started thinking it's a new Mirage coin set. It's not. It's completely different, 100% different. The stuff you do with it is completely different. Yeah, they're completely different things. We were going to call our Craig Petty coin line the Mirage coin line, but it just started getting confusing. Everyone thought you had to have the Mirage coin set to use it, and this, that, and the other. They're two completely different animals. So you could buy one without the other, and it doesn't impede anything, and you know, you don't need one to do the other. They're just completely different. There is actually, if you do own the Mirage coin set, there is like a little bonus routine they go on to with this, where it's a shrinking coin routine, and then you can use 2 coins from your Mirage coin set, but that's a bonus. You could pick those 2 coins up anywhere. No, Positive Gaming, we don't have to hold you one. If you're coming in April or May, we should have them here. Right, what's happening here?
Well, while you're looking at that, I'm just going to quickly say once again, you know, when you get to Blackpool, make sure you come by the stand. There will be lots going on, and I'm going to be filming some bits and bobs as well. And Pete will be there, and Harry and Jenny will be there. So make sure you come over and say hello. And yeah, and have a look at the bundle. You don't want to miss out on the bundle.
Yeah, and remember, I'll just answer this one quickly. Yeah, that's the other really nice thing about this. You just leave them with the card. Whereas the one I used to perform, the Rob Bromley one, the card was part of a gimmick. You couldn't give it away. Whereas this one, yeah, just give it away. It'll cost you, you know, a hole punch and a red back playing card to make. It's really good. And as Wayne was saying, we've got a mix and match deal going on our stand at Blackpool with some great savings. But the longer you leave it to come over, chances are the less choice you're going to have on that mix and match, because obviously if we run out of one of the products and we've got some, this is in there, that's in the mix and match, even though it's a brand new product. So if actually both of those are in there, so if this sells out or this sells out, then they'll no longer be in the mix and match. So it's good to come over pretty quick. And Walter, Apparition, as far as I'm aware, is going to be £110 when it's officially released. So, but at Blackpool, they're going to be on the stand for 100, I believe. Right, Rob Scott said the bundle. I will tell you, both of these are in the bundle. And we have got wild cubes in the bundle.
There's a good selection
in the bundle. Zoltar. There's quite a few things in the bundle that you can choose from.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm saying. You have to come over and have a look.
And come early, otherwise you might miss out. And you'll come over and go, "Oh, can I get that?" And sorry, they're sold out.
Yeah.
I think the ones you've shown, just spoke about there, are going to be very, very popular. People are going to want to get them they're going to come over, they're going to get them. So if you want to get them, make sure you get one. Come as soon as you can.
Yeah, 100%. And if you haven't seen Zoltar's opener and Imagine, come over and check them out, because they are proper workers.
Zoltar's opener is the perfect opener to a table. It's got everything you want in the trick. And you go up and you do it, it's brilliant.
Well, we have hit our hour.
Look at that.
So,
I'm going to
do
bed.
you know what? Before we say goodbye, should we play the Bane trailer once more? For anyone that joined us a bit late? Okay,
I think
guys.
so.
We'll play this, then we'll come back, and then we'll say our goodbyes. So, this is Bane.
Every performer is looking for that show-stopping, pack small, plays big routine that slots straight into their act and creates a lasting impression on their audience. Well, after 3 years of refinement and development, I'm excited to bring you Bane. I used to love Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes was my favourite until Alan Davies came out with a different character, a very Sherlock Holmes-esque character, and he was a magician who used to live in a windmill, and he used to solve these incredible crimes. So someone is in a big room where there are no windows and there's only one door in and out, and someone's murdered with someone outside the door, and no one knows how that person was murdered because obviously there's no way in or out. One of you is about to die. Now, I know what you're thinking. When are we ever going to find ourselves in a locked room mystery? In a room without any windows and only one door in or... Oh, look. Perfect. Bane comes with its own gorgeous custom-made props and is housed in its own custom-designed carry case. Everything's ready to go out of the box, and it even looks spectacular set up on stage. In your head now, I want you to think about who you would kill out of all of these. It's like a really dodgy blind date. It's great. So, I want you to pick one of these people, and in a moment you are going to poison them. Now, when I was thinking about them, I was thinking, how would I potentially make a locked room mystery, right? And here's my thinking. It'd be really clever to poison someone, because you're nowhere near them, right? Now, an idiot would poison the drink they're drinking. Someone smart would allow the bartender to pour the drink, and you would poison something that goes in the drink. So, here in my pocket, I have the poison cherry. With built-in comedy, a thrilling hook, a fully fleshed out script, and a killer twist ending, Bane is the ultimate stand-up routine that takes the focus away from you and makes your audience the stars of the show. All I want you to do is to both say to me, I am dead. So, person number 3.
I am dead.
Number 4?
I am dead.
Number 4 was way too confident. I think that you are red cherry. I don't think that you are dead. Show everyone your red cherry. Red cherry? Perfect, excellent. Give him a round of applause. Take a seat. Now, if we've done this right, you're going to finish this off full circle. This crime is complete. Show everyone your gold cherry, good sir. Yes, excellent. The golden cherry. Thank you very much. Pop it on the table. If you're looking for a new routine that's ready to go out of the box and something that your audience will be talking about long after your performance, then look no further. Now, what I loved about Sherlock Holmes and what I loved about Alan Davies' version, the Magician, is there was always a twist ending. And I love a twist ending. Because what would have been really clever is if you did poison someone's drink. But what would be cleverer is if you could convince someone else to kill on your behalf. Now, technically, if the police were to turn up now, I didn't kill anyone. I convinced you. You willfully went up there and got 4 people. You willfully went up there and then poisoned someone. I did nothing. I'm completely clean. You were the one that killed them. And although one did look dodgy, you still went for number 3. But what if I could prove that I really did convince you to go for person 3? That was the one that I wanted you to kill all along. What if I gave you a note at the very beginning, an alibi for me, in your hand? Read out what I wrote down as loud as you can for everyone.
I think you will poison victim number 3.
Excellent! Victim number 3, she did amazing. Thank you so much. Take a seat. My name is Jamie Dawes, and this is Bane.
So that's it. That is Bane. That's one of our Blackpool releases. So pop along to the stand and see it. If you haven't done so already, I should think everyone has. Like our Facebook page. Look at that. 84,870. I'm going to write that down so we can check that.
That's gone up 30 since we started.
Yeah. Really, really good. Really proud of that little man, Harry, and everything he's doing on YouTube and Facebook and stuff.
I didn't get that.
Oh,
Did you try again?
No, I can't. My watch is talking to me. Right, guys, so we will see you at Blackpool. If you're going, make sure you come over and say hello to us at the AlakazamMagicUK stand. Also, remember, Wayne will be filming, so he may even grab you to do some filming with. The other thing is as well, I'd love to get some live footage of me or Harry demonstrating things like Knock 'em Dead and Petty Cash. So if you're over at the stand, you might even find your way into one of our future trailers. Who knows? Wow. Who knows? Right, so Wayne, thank you so much for joining us. I will see you tomorrow evening in Blackpool.
Yeah, I will be there. We'll go for, well, I don't drink anymore, but we'll go for a drink. I'll have a mocktail.
Nice, nice. I'll get you a freak shake. Oh no, freak shake's got alcohol, isn't they?
I don't know. What's a fig shake?
Freak.
Oh, a freak shake. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
but no,
okay.
I think they've got alcohol in them, so that will be no good.
We've got a Mexican here in town, and they do a non-alcoholic mojito. And when I did my Magic Day, me, Charlie, Craig Petty and his family, and a couple of other people all went up there for some food. And I had this non-alcoholic mojito, and it was the nicest thing I've ever had in my life. It was so tasty. So I'm going to be experimenting in Blackpool and seeing what non-alcoholic drinks I can get.
Nice. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow in Blackpool. Guys, if you're going to Blackpool, come over and say hi at the stand. If not, we will see you next Tuesday right here on the live. We're back.
Back again in a week.
Back again, yeah. So we'll see you then. If you're not going to Blackpool, have yourselves a great week. Check out our YouTube and Facebooks. We'll be putting up videos throughout the weekend as well. And we'll see you there. Thanks for joining us as always. And I'm going to leave you with the trailer for Wayne Goodman's fantastic Time Traveller.
Oh, thank you very much.
Take a look
at this. Available now in the shop.
It's available now and it's in stock, ready to ship. So we're going to leave you with that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon right here at AlakazamMagicUK.
Okay, thank you, Oliver, for joining me again. And I've got a trick show. I'm going to tilt the screen forward again because I'd like you to be able to see what's going on here. And I've got my time traveler's wallet. Have you ever time traveled?
Not lately, no.
Not lately, okay. Inside here, the things I take with me when I'm time traveling. I have the wallet, I have some cards, and I have a picture. Now, this picture has on it a number of items that I carry on me a lot in my everyday life. So there's a pack of cards, there's a Sharpie, there's a lighter, there's a mobile phone, and a coin. And they're the items that I use all the time. I'm going to place these here for a second, and I'm going to show you this. Now, these are the playing cards. And on here, I've got the same 5 items. So there's a phone, a pen, a cards, lighter, and a coin. Now, normally I would give this to somebody to hold on to, but we're just going to leave it here for now. I'm going to take these cards, I'm going to mix them up. Okay, we're going to give them a good shuffle and a good, really mix them up like so. And as I go through, I would like you to just say stop. And when you say stop, I'm going to show you the bottom card so that you can see what is written on the cards. Okay, so and I won't look, I'll look away while you do that. So just say stop whenever you like for me. I'm not going to look.
Stop.
I've partly pulled that one out. Do you want me to push it back in or take it all the way out?
Take it all the way out.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I'm going to look away again, and I'm going to show you the bottom card. Please don't say what it is, and just remember what the card says. Okay, can you read that?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. And
is it upside down? Is it the right way up?
The right way up, but I can see it.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to take it away. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to come back. Okay, so you know what the object is now that I'm going to try and get from the picture. Because I'm going to go back in time, and I'm going to go back in time, and I'm back. I just went back in time and I'm back. I went back to when that photograph was taken, and I removed one item. What was the item that you chose? What was the item on the bottom of the cards?
A coin.
The coin. And if I open my hand, I have a coin.
Amazing. Yeah.
But to prove I really went back in time, the coin is now missing from the picture. The coin has gone completely from the picture, proving I took the coin at the time it was taken. And that is how I became a time traveler. Thank you very much.
Good.